This program is about two Dutch ladies who also travel the world, but on a tandem bike. We met up with them and wanted to find out why and how. Can you share with us some of the highlights on various trips that you've done?
Yeah, we did a couple of trips in Asia. We cycled through Nepal and Sri Lanka before. And last year we went to Thailand, Laos and Cambodia. And actually I think we can say that cycling through Asia has many highs but also a couple of lows. In the sense that, what we loved, for example, in Cambodia, I think Cambodia is a very special country because of its history, the war with the Khmer Rouge. And we were so surprised that all the people were so happy and friendly and smiling and outgoing. We really loved them. But a problem for us was getting food, because in the morning we could buy, for example, in the smaller villages, we could only buy like a soup with some really strange creatures in it, probably meat or fish or I don't know. It was really not very nice. And our Christmas dinner consisted of sticky rice in a plastic bag with a banana squashed through it. Interesting, I can say. And I think what makes it difficult sometimes is because the Asian culture is so different from our culture. We're very Western, and for example, we're used to clean places to sleep, and in Asia it's not always that clean. But also, if we wanted to ask the way, people would tell us a way, and they would never say no, we don't know, because they don't say no, and that made it difficult for us sometimes.
Well, here in Australia, actually we've been in all states and territories, including Tasmania. And I have to say, Australia it's a big country. That's why it took us three trips to see it all, and we haven't seen it all, I guess. And
well, actually, I think Australia is a great way for cycling. I mean, you can go like long distances through the desert. But, for example, this time we cycled from Melbourne to Sydney and back, and we found out that there are many rail trails, old railways that are converted into cycle paths. And it's incredible. I mean, you're cycling through forests, through meadows, and I mean, you're practically the only one there. It's beautiful.
And what makes it beautiful is that, we've seen kangaroos galore, echidnas. We've even seen two wombats during the day. And of course, for us, those animals, they're special. There's nothing like that in Holland. So, and we love to see those strange animals hopping around or grazing and making their strange sounds. It's beautiful, and that's one of the advantages and of being on a bicycle, and of course being in Australia because they're only here.
Yeah. Did you mention the birds? No, you didn't.
The birds, that as well. It's amazing. Is it a concert? Do you call it a concert? I think so. Every day we hear the galas, we hear those sulfur-crested cockatoos. They make a lot of noise, by the way. And my favorite is the kookaburra. And, at days I wish there weren't any kookaburras because they woke us up. But okay, it's amazing. All the birds, all their noises, beautiful.
Yeah, and if you ask me what do you like best in Australia, we had a great trip this time, and the countryside is beautiful. But I think we really love the outback. I think our trip from Darwin to Alice Springs and going to Ayers Rock, I think that's the biggest highlight, isn't it?
That's the biggest highlight. It is, definitely.
Are you training for this?
No, actually, we don't train for this. We get fit while cycling. Of course, we play sports at home and we go to the fitness center or the gym. But you can't get fit for this because, cycling the whole day for a long period, you don't do that at home. So the first week, we notice that we are tired after 50, 60, 70 kilometers, and then a few weeks later we can do more and more and more. That's how it goes.
How do you finance this?
Well, as soon as we return from a trip, we start saving for the next one. And well, in the past we did longer trips that for up to like a year or longer, and that meant that we really had to work and save for a couple of years. And well, we've been really lucky because every time when we came back from a trip, we found jobs soon, quickly, and even sometimes we could go back to our old jobs. And in the last couple of years we did shorter trips, also because we have a dog at home, and like for example for 2.5 to 4 months, and we need less money for that because there are shorter trips, and we travel low budget, so we use our tent and we cook our own meals. I mean, we stay in a motel once in a while, but we try to travel low budget, and that makes it possible to go.